I started my garden with a blank canvas in 2022. There's always something new to see, a bird, a flower, an insect. Many of the plants were cuttings. I nurture what grows and I don't try and force what doesn't. I find peace in my garden and share it with you each month. Come along with me and let's explore what is new in the garden this month. There's sun and some wind, so it's a perfect day for the garden tour March 2026. Let's see what's new in the garden. Since I'm over in this spot in the garden, we'll start with the Dombea. It didn't die. I'm so relieved. You know how nervous I was that I was going to kill this thing by pruning it, but it looks fine. And the lantana is coming back to life. What happened was leafcutter ants were destroying it. I don't know if that's in focus. So I was having a really big leafcutter ant issue. They were eating everything, and I sprayed some stuff and they seem to be gone for now. This is cool. This, I think it's some type of iris. I just stuck this in the ground from the other plant and now it's, got a blossom on it, so it's obviously healthy. Some other stuff will grow in there. I got this marmalade plant when I was in Boquete. I just love the color and seems like it's adapting well in its new home. All right, let's go over here. So the leaf cutters would eat the hibiscus flowers, and now they remain on the plant, which is so nice to see. You can see how dry everything is. Look at the ground. So I'm just watering the plants in the late afternoon just to wet the soil. I'm not doing like a really deep watering because there is still ground saturation. A lot of cosmos coming in over here. This gazania, I think I'm gonna plant right here. I got that up in Boquete. I think it'll look good there. And then that will become a little filled in garden area. I got these amaryllis up in Boquete. They're just so pretty. There's so many amaryllis plants all over Boquete. This one is dead now, but it was white and fragrant. I think I had video of it elsewhere. I was reading online that they don't mind poor soil and to keep the bulbs up a little bit, and so I put some gravel around. One thing that's been really helping the plants is the mulch. I have some cedar mulch protecting some of the plants from, the dry, hard, crusty soil. Oh, I think I should water this a little bit These are new zinnias that I just, put the seeds in the ground, and they are sprouting. It's always fun to see when seeds actually sprout, because generally I have not had good luck planting seeds here in my garden, which is kind of surprising. You would think that it would be easy, but not so much. I have had a casualty, I think. These 3 plants that were really pretty and purple and pink, they do not look happy at all. But this area is looking good. The gardener cut back a lot of ferns because they were growing just too much. And so he put the fern choppings under some plants, like you can see here. And it really helps protect the moisture in the soil. The other area that the leaf cutters were getting, so this is a jasmine plant that I swear for 2 years hasn't had any leaves. And after I sprayed for the leaf cutters, now it has leaves. And the same with this one over here. And the mussaenda, the one with the white blossom here, that also was getting destroyed by the leaf cutter. So I just need to be a little more vigilant about that. This is a lily back here, and it's been really slow to grow, but I noticed recently that it's doing pretty well, and there's one right behind it. So I've been thinning out a little bit the shell ginger so that I can give it space to grow. It's supposed to be a fragrant lily. I've had it for a couple years. It hasn't bloomed. This is one of my favorite spots to sit now, on this beanbag chair, because it just looks out over the mountains. And it's shady in the morning, so I just, can sit and have some tea. And it's just a nice, quiet spot. Wind. Oh, and this was the other thing. The leaf cutters were eating all the blossoms and the new leaf growth from my Meyer lemon tree. And I wasn't sure if I was going to get any fruit set because of that, but I did see a new little fruit bud, but I can't find it right now. But it's looking pretty healthy, so that's a good sign. Green jade vine doing well. I still have to get up there and train it to go on the lattice. It's actually looking like it might be a little thirsty. But that's my problem. I always overwater. And this was funny. This spider that's here, it decided to roam, and it created a new nest like right at the entrance of the deposito. So I moved it back here, and it's staying here. So that's good. The Bromeliads are doing well. I got the coolest bromeliad. I had it in a different video. And it's on the patio because it can't really be in direct sun, and the flowers all like hang down, so it needs to be elevated a little bit. And I've been getting gardenia flowers since killing the leaf cutters. There's no new ones on here right now. They're fading a little bit, but they smell amazing. See how brown this is getting? When you see my videos in rainy season, this area turns into a pond. It's funny how it just changes so drastically in the dry season. After these red blossoms fade, I'm thinking I should maybe trim back this plant to encourage stronger root growth. This was a new plant. These three that I planted, they're doing great. I love that deep, rich color. And they have like a little pink blossom. Wow, the walking iris are all blooming today. I'm gonna show you the leaf cutter vent. Apparently, so when the gardener was taking out a lot of the ferns from this area, see this kind of sandy pile? Those were the vent tubes from the leaf cutter colony. And I haven't seen any evidence of any new leaf cutters. I'm definitely going to stay more vigilant. Plumeria has a blossom up top there. I think this is like the strongest plant that I have. And I have a little cutting of it that I put over in the area that is like always a little bit scraggly looking. This has like a light fragrance, kind of like rose. It's really nice. Those blue chairs are fun. Let's go take a look over here. I put the sage out in the sun because sage likes sun. Trying not to overwater it. There's a bunch of hibiscus in a pot. They look like they could use a little water. I was reading online about using stones to create a little barrier. So for the ylang ylang tree, I put some stones at the base, and that's supposed to make it harder for the ants to cross. But I'm also just going to be on the lookout. This is the new plant, or cutting. It's got a good root base. And this bromeliad, I think I'm gonna move because it's so pretty and it doesn't really get seen in this part of the garden. Those hibiscus in the background are obviously getting stronger. And these are 2 ginger plants. Can't remember what color they are. And there's that sweet almond that I pruned back. So it's got a lot of nice green growth. I don't see any evidence of flowers, but maybe they'll come. So in time, I guess that scraggly section is gonna fill in a bit. This is one of my favorite views from my property, even though the roof is in the way. I just love this little view. I'll just take a slow walk through because it's such a pretty day. And we need some pretty things and some peace right now. There's so much insanity in the world. Really important for us to keep centered and grounded as much as we can. The new plan is to remove that compost bin altogether because the pieces are too big. It doesn't work. Next thing on my list is a turning compost bin on Amazon. And that'll be much easier for like food scraps. My garden is already like, yay, we're excited. So the manure pile, manure and rice hulls, it's so funny, it looked like so much when we were getting it, and now it looks like such a tiny pile. So that will heat up. This will be a much easier way to quickly get compost and get it to where it matters most on my plants. I was very lucky to get some really good shit. I mean, these horses are treated very well, and their poop is probably a premium. And my car was full of it. I love this time of day. It's cool. The birds are out and breezy, and I just did some gardening and I just love it. Really cool thing about the compost project, it heated up so much that we had to take the cover off of it, and I'm gonna have to turn it in another few days. But I would say this is a success, absolutely. I'd be willing to do this more frequently. And buying the bags of compost from Malo, because that was also very easy. Another project was I rescued the bromeliads from deep in soil in the garden and put them in these planters where they can really be appreciated. Well, that is a wrap for March, and I will see you next month.